I've been in the kitchen, whipping. I've been chefing.
Alright, so what's going on, guys? It's your boy No Chill YouTube, and if you couldn't tell by the title, this is gonna be a pretty interesting story. It was actually pretty fucking crazy. This happened back when I lived in Buckfoot, Iowa. I'm just playing. I actually lived in Burlington, Iowa for a while. Little ass town. If you look it up, I don't even know. It's probably got like a population of 1,000, maybe 2,000. No more than 2,000. It's pretty fucking small. It was ridiculous, actually. Like little shoelaces with tied ropes hanging over the fucking wires kind of town, you know, beat up old fences, pit bulls in the yards, all that kind of stuff. Just hillbillies. No ghetto or anything like that. It was just fucking hillbillies. So yeah, I mean, it was nice there and all. That was pretty cool. I mean, I loved all the people there. We were all good friends, but I mean, I'm talking about hill fucking billies, like rednecks. And so yeah, if you didn't know, I was pretty much a redneck kid, you know, always outside driving four-wheelers and shit. You know, I was born in the city, but when we moved there, I did, you know, fishing, shooting guns, hunting, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but let's go ahead and hop right into this. So basically, what happened is me and my friend, we were about, I believe I was around 11 or 12 at this time, probably 11 or 12, yeah. And so my neighborhood was at the edge of a forest, so I lived at the front of the neighborhood, which was, there was like a main street, and then you walked about 5 minutes back into the neighborhood, 5-10 minutes back into the neighborhood, and it would lead you to this forest edge, and there's like a little creek and all that, and all the houses down there owned all that property, but there were like no fences up. So as a little kid, you know, we didn't see any no trespassing signs. We weren't looking for that. We were just out having fun. We were fucking kids, you know. It was me, my friend Josh, and a couple other guys. I think one was named Spencer and one was named Tanner. So that was pretty cool. We were just, like I said, out having fun. And then basically what happened was we basically kind of just were building a fort or whatnot, you know, out of sticks. As a kid, you know, you want to build like, oh, I get to have a cool fort, you know, that kind of thing. So we were basically building a fort out of like logs and shit. It's not like we had hammers or anything out there. We were just throwing sticks together with old like have you ever seen the bottom of like cargo crates? They had like that big wooden pallet at the bottom. There were a couple of those out there. We made like a shitty little bridge out of that to walk across the pond. You know, we were gonna bring some fishing poles out and build this amazing kingdom. You know, when you're a fucking kid, you see all these things and it's like, oh, I want to do that so bad. And oh my fuck, my computer is being loud right now. So like I said, we were doing that. We were relaxed and not doing anything too much or too difficult. And so here we are, just building this little fucking fort, having the time of our lives, being little fuckers. And you know, I gotta take, you know, a fat piss. So like I was like, Jesus, I gotta pee really fucking bad. So I go over to the bush, you know, I'm like, okay, so I unzip my pants, you know, I fucking start peeing. And my friend Josh is back there with Spencer and all of them. They're still making the fort. And get this shit, alright? So I fucking get my pants unzipped. And I'm peeing in the creek because like I said, you know, there's a creek right there. And there's like this old fucking house at the back that like nobody likes, that like, we don't know what the fuck. We don't know if they're rapists and weirdos. Who fucking knows who lived in that house, to be honest. I still don't even know to this day. It was like right at the edge of the corner street. And it sounds so fucking cheesy, but I'm so serious. Old beat up house. Kids' toys out in the front yard. Like old kids' toys that look like they hadn't been used in years. A shitty old sandbox. The grass looked like it hadn't been cut. And forever it was dead. It was overgrown. Growing out of the sidewalk. And like, we were like, I wonder who lives there, you know. But like, I'm just, you know, that's just like for reference, so just keep that in mind. This creepy ass house is like what we're kind of next to in order to build the fort that we want. So because, you know, it's right on their land, which we didn't know was their fucking land at the time, but you know, of course, you're about to find out in a fucking second what happens. So basically, I'm peeing, and I've never seen anybody come out of this house. You know what, actually, I take that back. I've seen one person come out this entire time, this old lady, to smoke a cigarette. And so like, I'm peeing and like the door opens, and you know, I'm not paying attention because like I'm kind of facing away from the house. I was like, oh shit, I don't want to, you know, I mean, I didn't say oh fucking shit, I was a little kid. I was like, oh no, I don't want anyone to see me fucking pissing. So like I start zipping up my pants, and I'm like, I head back down to the woods, And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't see you open the door. I just ran because I didn't want them to see me fucking peeing. You know, I was basically almost in their yard. Like I said, they had no fence and the creek was like basically at their backyard. And, you know, I'm like, I go down there to run to tell Spencer, Josh, and Tanner. I'm like, bro, like, you know, I think there's somebody coming down here. Like, we gotta go. And they're like, nah, you're messing with us. You know, they think that I'm fucking, it's a prank, bro. It's a prank. No, like, this wasn't a fucking prank. And so I was like, come on, like, I didn't see who it was or anything. I was like, come on, we gotta go. I don't want them to get mad because, you know, I thought maybe, you know, they'd come out to be like, hey, get off my property or something like that. Even though, like I said, I didn't know, like, hey, get off my lawn, you know, fucking typical redneck shit. So they're like, okay, we'll go. So we start heading back up like this little path that was like leading, like I said, from the backyard. We start heading up it, and I'm like, okay, good. I don't see anybody. I don't see nothing. And, you know, as I'm thinking that, we're coming around like the little bend. So basically it's like, picture like this. So the house is at like the corner, like okay, so imagine a big ass square, and then the top right corner there's the fucking house, and then at the where the square stops, that's where the fucking forest is. So they're like right at the corner, like you could see the woods. It was probably like 10-15 feet from the woods from their back door. So, and then, you know, like 5-6 feet into the woods you have this little shitty creek, and they're like, there's a pathway in between these bushes that they made, or whoever made it. I don't know who the fuck made it. So we're heading back up that, and as I come around the corner, and I've never told my mother this to this day because I was scared shitless and I was afraid that she was going to call the cops on this person or whatever. I've never told anybody this besides maybe a couple close friends, and obviously the people that were with me know about it. But I come around the corner, and there's 4 of us, you know. Like I said, we're all dudes. There's no, you know, we're all, Spencer was a little bit older. I believe he was in like 7th grade when we were in 6th. So we come around the corner, and like all I hear is this fat ass pump of a shotgun. Like I just like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I obviously didn't say that, but in my mind I was thinking, I was like, what the fuck was that? And like, and I just see Josh freeze, and like I look around the corner of the bush, and there's this fucking redneck ass, I'm talking like trailer park trash. Like we lived in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Burlington. It's not a bad place, this is not what I'm trying to say, but I'm talking about like redneck butt fuck nowhere dude wearing a fucking wife beater with stains on it. You know, they have beer cans out in the backyard and all that, you know, just fucking the hat on, the fucking red truck stop hat. You know, he's got the armpit hair, he's pale as shit, the fat, you know, beer belly, all that kind of stuff. Just hanging out of the fucking tank top, some raggedy ass jeans and some boots. And he's just holding a fucking 12 gauge just right there. And I freeze because I was scared shitless. And he was like, what are you boys doing out here? Sounded like the most rapey old man. He wasn't even old, but the most rapey hillbilly voice. Like, what are you doing out here, boy? So he's like, what are you boys doing out here? And, you know, he has a cigarette in his mouth, and I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, we're about to get fucking shot, dude. Like, this is it. Like, fucking R.I.P., dude. I'm fucking done. I'm about to get fucking hit markered by a 12 gauge from 5 feet away, you know? And so, like, I'm like, fuck. And we're just like, I'm shaking, dude, because there's a fucking gun. Like, you know, as soon as he saw us came around the corner, he didn't fucking keep it pointed at us, because if somebody fucking drove by, they'd be like, what are you gonna shoot, a bunch of fucking 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds? So, like, he kind of lowers it, but he still keeps it up, you know, like, kind of like, so where he could see us. When he came around the corner, he was full, like, aim down sights, which I understand why, because you don't know if someone's coming onto your property. It's like 5-6 o'clock at night, the sun's starting to go down. So, you know, I understand that, but the fact that he kept it aimed for a couple seconds after he saw who was there was a little bit scary. He kind of lowered it. He didn't put it, like, down or anything. He just lowered it kind of towards the ground, and he was like, you boys aren't supposed to be on this property, you know that, right? And we were like, yes sir. We were fucking scared shitless, dude. I thought I was gonna get my fucking head blown off, dude. I thought this was about to be like fucking Black Ops 3 zombies, and my fucking head was gonna go flying off into 2 different chunks, you know. So I'm fucking like, we're sorry. We'll leave right now. We won't come back. He's like, yes, boys, don't come back on here. This here is private property, boys. You can't be on here. And so I was like, fuck, dude. I honestly thought we were just gonna get fucking murked, dude. I thought this was gonna be like the Suicide Squad, and he was just gonna fucking blow all of our heads off. So I'm not even chopping. I'm fast walking my little ass up there, my little fucking scared 11-year-old ass, up the fucking side of the hill to the house. And I'm going, you know, because there was, like I said, there was the house, and then like it kind of dipped down into this little like grotto area where he had the backyard and all that. I'm fucking walking back up that hill, dude. There's a little ass hill. I'm mom fast walking. Like, have you ever seen one of those fucking moms, those sports moms fast walk? Like in your neighborhood with the little weights and the headphones? I was fucking doing that, dude. I was scared. I didn't want to run because I didn't want to look suspicious. So we get out there. I'm like, oh my fucking god, dude. I was so fucking scared. And I just am so glad that it wasn't some prick who was like, oh, I'm calling the police or something like that. You know, he was just like, he was probably just scared because he didn't know who the fuck was on his property. You know, he wasn't like a huge dick about it or anything. He was just like, you boys can't be on here, you know. Like, I'm surprised I didn't get fucking raped, to be honest, because that was probably one of the creepiest fucking hillbillies I've ever seen, dude. Like I said, full goatee, the beard, fucking, you know, just redneck. Just trust me, and I can say that, motherfucker, because I lived there for 4 years. Like, I said 3 years, sorry. Yeah, you don't know rednecks until you live in a town with like 2,000 fucking people, and like literally everyone's talking about the corn harvest. Like, no. Like, I'm talking about truckloads of corn came in that hole and we were chucking them. Like, come on now. But I mean, it was just crazy. So I mean, you know, I'm just glad none of us got hurt. You know, shout out to the homies if they ever watched this video, which I haven't talked to them in years, man. Like, it's been a minute. So shout out to them if they watch this. But I hope y'all did enjoy this story time. I just wanted to get a video out for y'all. And I was sitting down playing some GTA, and I was out here in the fucking Woods County, whatever the fuck this place is called. And I was like, you know what? This reminds me of that one time. And so yeah, trust me, this is 100% true. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't have anybody to prove it, but I mean, come on now. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and just make up a random ass story. Like, it was so vivid how I remember it. Like, when you have a 12 gauge pointed at your face, like, not necessarily pointed at my face, but pointed in your general fucking direction, just staring down at you, you can see the barrel. You know, it's a little fucking intimidating. So, you know, hopefully no one watches this video and fucking like, or my mother or anything like that, and has a fucking seizure and is like, no, we're gonna find out who lived there and we're gonna call the police 4 years later, because that was so long ago. But you know, just thank God nobody got hurt and all that. He was chill about it. He just told us to leave. And you know, like I said, it was partially our fault because we were on private property with, I mean, obviously I didn't realize it, but you know, we were on private property. So, you know, that's that. But it's been your boy No Chill. I hope y'all did enjoy this story, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.